up, everybody? I'm Johnny Christ, and this is Drinks with Johnny. I guess this would be kind of part 2 of this, right, Jose?
Man, all that stuff happens to me all the time, Johnny. So yeah, part 2 is good though, dude. We can get back to the tequila.
Yeah, I'm joined by Jose, Metal Ambassador Mangin from Sirius XM. We already started drinking this, but we didn't drink it again with you guys. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this tequila?
Well, first of all, Johnny, it's a pleasure to be here, dude. I love this show. I've always wanted to be a part of it, and I'm so glad that I'm finally here, fucking having drinks in the HB.
And you had the real version of it where we had a fuck up in the audio.
Oh, no, dude. It's all good. Dude, I have some stories where I've fucked up all sorts, man. But I brought some of my tequila from my personal stash. I've got like 160 plus bottles. I keep a spreadsheet. I have a freaking crazy ass custom cabinet. I'm a crazy fanatic when it comes to tequila and metal and weed. And so I brought some of my personal favorites. And this is something that we were just pouring before. And it's Tears of Llorona. It's an extra añejo, gorgeous, one of the most popular tequilas, extra añejos. And we're probably gonna finish this tonight, but it's okay because I got a new bottle for our 20th anniversary just recently. So a friend of ours gave us a replacement bottle. But I've had this for 4 years, Johnny.
Yeah.
I got this on my 40th birthday, man. So yeah, but I got plenty of tequila to share with you. So are we gonna pour something else? You still have to finish that one right there.
Yeah, I'll finish this one.
Yeah, so let me pour that one, and let me go straight to something that's super special. Now, my wife and I invested in this company, Ria Azul Tequila, many years ago after sipping it in New York City. And we've been part of the family for a long time. So I don't have any of our very famous añejo tequila here because there's a shortage of añejo tequila right now in the market. But I did bring you, Johnny. This is, the label says, do not drink, extra añejo sample bottle number 2, 3 years aged. Bourbon, and then one in bourbon barrels, and then 1 year in port barrels.
Oh shit.
So this is a test bottle of our extra añejo, and this is not the one that was produced within the last year that was very popular and extremely sold out now. So this is a test bottle that I never even this has not been out of my house. It's been in the corner of a fucking little corner. So I feel honored, man. Yeah, so I brought this over, man. I wanted to share some cool stuff with you, man.
I'm super excited.
Here, let me pour this first. And this is a 4-year aged, I'll pour a little lighter too. 4-year aged tequila that was not used. Another sample of this was the one that made it. But so this is, yeah.
Smells good, man.
Cheers. Brother. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Drinks
you again.
Johnny, come on now.
Let's do it. Oh, you definitely get the port right away, because it makes it much more desserty tequila.
Yeah. You can taste that.
Yeah. A little chocolatey. It's got a little chocolate finish to it. It's kind of fucking nice.
I love to run the tequila through my teeth sometimes, you know?
Oh, yeah, why not? Gargle with it, brush your teeth with it, whatever you want to do with it, man.
I mean, but yeah, we sip on tequila every single day, dude, and I'm pretty nerdy about it and stuff like that too. So I'm glad to be bringing some really cool bottles.
Dude, this is shit that I would never get. I'm so excited.
I mean, there's so much. I mean, we'll finish this and we'll go on to the next one, but I got some really cool ones. I want to show you some Cristalinos that I love too, man, which are the añejos, but it had a reverse charcoal process to remove the color from it.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah.
I've never had that.
You've never had a Cristalino?
I don't think so.
That's a new hot fucking category.
Yeah,
of
like
tequila.
To take it away.
I mean, look, here's this is a gorgeous bottle.
Dude, that looks like a fucking lab beaker.
Yeah, that's like my chemistry background coming into play here. This is Maestro Lobel 50. That's a Cristalino. This is a brand new Cristalino that just came out in the market. It's really hard to find. I got this in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Okay.
So this bottle is from the airport, because sometimes they do have some pretty cool stuff.
I've got like some bottles of mezcal from the airport.
Yeah.
I've gone through there. Just like duty free, sometimes it's fucking pretty genius.
I love it. I mean, the prices are good. High Time has the best. One of our favorite stores
spot, right here in Orange County.
Yep. Costa Mesa represent. And I go out there, dude. Yeah, the guy who runs High Time's social media is a big Sirius XM fan.
Oh,
they play Sirius XM in High Time.
Yeah.
And he's so freaking cool, man. Like, he's always being so cool and liking pictures all the time and stuff.
Oh,
So
right.
yeah. So I put up a Riazud surfboard in High Time. If you ever walk in, it's towards
I'm sure I've seen it.
It's
How long has it been up there?
Only maybe like 9 months or so.
Okay. I don't think I've been there in the last 9 months.
Okay, really?
I haven't.
Dude, you gotta go, man.
Well, you live a lot closer to it, motherfucker.
What do you mean? Come on, dude. My daughters go to school right here. Dude, my daughters go to school in Edison.
Oh, they go to Edison?
Yeah.
I saw on some of your Instagram posts, one or both of your daughters went through the school rock here in Huntington.
Yes, our oldest daughter, Maya, man, she's the badass. She's just turned 18. She was, and still is right now for a few more weeks, lead singer of the performance group for School of Rock at Huntington Beach, man. So she's been there for 2 years. She's been taking vocal lessons since she was 5th grade. So she's been doing, I'm her dadager. So, I hold it down hard, but I'm like Britney's dad, Oh, I'm just kidding.
Has she ever been, so I see some of the school rock stuff around here, like on Tuesday nights in Huntington, they'll have like some of the kids playing, and then down on like Sea Legs on the beach and Sea Salt and stuff.
Before COVID, they did that, yes, and that was those groups, but since COVID, they haven't had those opportunities,
bummer, man.
It has been a pretty bummer for a lot of reasons, for a lot of you, for a lot of us, for our family, So she was supposed to be in the paid performance group too, that did gigs like that.
Shit.
So, but she's been there, and she does Evanescence, Stevie Wonder, Hailstorm, Blondie.
I gotta hear this Stevie Wonder shit. I mean.
Yeah. Oh, dude, she's really good at. Dude, they just did a whole Stevie Wonder performance.
Awesome.
Like the last performance was all Stevie Wonder. It was the night of her senior prom.
That's rad.
Dude, so she went in her prom dress. She did all, because since the prom was almost at the same time, I asked the dude, can you please make her songs first so she can go to senior prom, please?
Right.
Like, she hasn't done anything in the last 2 years. And then they were like, okay, cool. So she did like 6, 7 Stevie Wonder songs in a row. And then in her prom dress said, I'm going to prom, peace. And then like kind of did a mic drop,
Yeah,
I was like,
rad.
oh. Yeah.
Rad dad moment right there.
Dude. But she's doing one more performance. She's doing an R&B performance soon. So in the parking lot of School of Rock.
Oh, rad, right. Mm-hmm. That's very cool. When is that?
Soon, like shit.
Well, text it to me later.
Yeah, 19 or 8.
I ride my bike there. So text it to me. So.
It's so close. Yeah, it's right over here, man. So, we love her. We're very proud of her. We just had our 20th anniversary celebration, and we hired her and her friends and one of the instructors to teach them a list of 8 songs that we wanted them to play. So instead of having a band play or anything or something else, like, we said, no, we want Maya, our favorite singer, to sing. And she nailed it, man. Incubus, Hailstorm, Evanescence, System of a Down. She did Stevie Wonder. She did our wedding song. She was just so cool. She made us very proud. What
was your wedding song?
Oh man, Kenny Lattimore, For You. It's something my wife picked. It's super cheesy. We're embarrassed by it now, but but yeah, we did that, and she performed there, and we paid them. It was their first paid gig, these kids.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and I gave them a one spot, afterwards, and I gave them clothes, and they had their own little dressing room, and they had like snacks and drinks in their room for them,
Oh,
they
nice.
were able
to green room, that's rad.
Yeah, dude. They were able to sound check the night before, the weekend before, and to play on the stage at Afflictions HQ and stuff in Seal Beach right here. So I have a cool stage where we do a lot of events, taco metal parties there, and interviews and whatnot. Shadows has been there a few times where he kicked my ass at fucking Street Fighter, motherfucker.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Well, dude, I know he plays it every single day, and I don't play it every day, Matt, right? Just because I have one, and my studio's there, because I love Street Fighter, and I know he does. And I was, oh, well, come on, let's play, dude. And I couldn't even beat him in one little match, dude. Like, it was getting dumb. I was like, this is stupid. I won't play
It's
this.
not really like he plays all the time. I don't know if he still plays all the time.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that he
No,
does.
but I mean, no, but he did play for so long.
He's so good. Now he can't play because he's so good. Like, he can't play anymore. There was a Street Fighter arcade at a recent corn show within the last 3 years at Irving Plaza, not Irving Plaza, 5 Points Amphitheater.
5 Points Amphitheater, yeah.
I don't think it was during COVID. No, it was before COVID. For sure. And we were playing. He's kicked my ass at Street Fighter right there in front of all sorts of people. And I was like, "Fuck you, man!" You
can't let him beat you in front of people.
I did. I didn't want to, man. I thought that he would loosen up and give me a chance or something. My wife was there. And
no, he's not. He's too competitive. For
no,
that shit.
I know he is. But I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, man. But yeah. Oh, my daughter and performing there. Yeah. So that was a really. Now that she's too old for School of Rock, I don't know what she. I tell her, start a band, dude.
Yeah.
Do something. Like.
Does she seem to be interested in that, or?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a tough time right then. So I got to figure your shit out right there.
Yeah, it is. So she's going to OCC, but yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm just gonna keep loving her and keep encouraging her to do that because her voice is so awesome.
Yeah.
So I sent Lizzie a Hail from Hailstorm, the video of Maya singing a few of her songs, and yeah, dude, she was like got us emo. Like, I Miss the Misery and Familiar Taste of Poison. Those are fucking awesome songs.
Absolutely, I love Hailstorm. I love Lizzie too. Her and Aaron were on the show. Fuck, that was a while ago.
I saw them. Yeah, her brother RJ.
Yeah. RJ. I said Aaron, didn't I? Yeah, RJ.
And I saw them, and when they were on Drinking with John, I was like, man, that's crazy. They've been at my house drinking a bunch. I want to be with them and Johnny drinking tequila, man. So, but she's a big tequila fan, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Wine. We drink a lot of wine.
Oh, yeah? Well, I know. When Lizzie and I are together, we drink a lot of tequila, man.
I think that's just you. I think anyone around you is drinking a lot of tequila.
Well, that's very
that's
true.
What's going on over here.
Ready for this, dude?
Let's see it.
Cool.
So, while you're pouring that, I just wanted to say, like, we said it the first time we started recording, but just in case we missed it, just want to thank you for the support that you've had for my little band. That's not as big as this show, but they're from the start of Sirius over there.
We've been massive supporters.
Big supporters, man. So I appreciate that.
Dude, well, you're welcome, and thank you for creating some awesome music for us and being really cool with us. And we've done a ton of stuff with A7X over the years.
Absolutely.
A lot of premieres, exclusives, everything. So
that's why it was so funny the way that you reached out through Bobby Shabinsky, our buddy.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm sure there's another way he could have gone about it.
I saw, but it was so easy. That was an easy way, though. I'm glad that Bobby made it really easy. Yeah. I saw you on the big stream that he did for his birthday, the charity fundraiser, and you donating items and being so cool and stuff. So I was like, man, that's when we talked about you. And then he said, oh, you need to be on the show. I was like, oh, I fucking want to.
Here we are.
There it is, man. This is Maestro Dobel 50 Cristalino. I'm not sure how many years this is aged, but this is an añejo tequila that has a reverse charcoal process that it goes through to remove the golden color of the añejo.
From the barrel.
Yes, that it gets from the aging in the barrel. So this is it's a new classification called Cristalino, and this right here, my friend, is one of the top Cristalinos in the world.
All right.
Yeah, it's.
That's smooth.
Yeah.
It's got like a natural citrus to it. I dig that.
It's
different. It's like a vanilla citrus too.
Yeah,
that's different, man.
The Cristalinos are quickly becoming super popular. This one is more on the expensive side, and I wanted to share that with you, but here's another one that's more on the affordable side. It's about $70 a bottle for this one.
Okay.
It's a Cenote Cristalino. This is a really good one that I love. I just love the bottle and stuff, and the packaging is really cool. But my wife and I, this is one of our go-tos that we cycle through. And we'll have, because I have so many tequila bottles, it's not like we drink all of them every day. This never happens. Like I never fucking bring these many bottles anywhere except for this show for the first time.
Cheers to that again. And speaking of your wife who you're drinking all this with, happy anniversary.
Yeah, 20 years, man. Yeah. 20 years, dude.
So that's wild because I know you started it at Sirius. You're coming up on 21 years
21 years, yeah.
So you must have had like this big life-changing time in your life, like when you were coming over to Sirius, getting married, shortly after.
It was.
I could do the math, maybe.
So we're going back to So I just moved to New York's Jersey City, across from the World Trade Centers. Mm-hmm. Now that's 20th anniversary of that just happened.
Yeah.
So that was, we were right there across the water, smelling it, seeing it. It was really, really intense.
Wow, you were right
in Jersey City, in Jersey, across
the.
Saw
it happen live.
Saw it.
Wow.
Saw everything
I didn't realize
live.
That.
Saw everything live. I mean, it freaked me out to the bone, seeing it, because we were right on next to Liberty Science Center, which is Liberty State Park, which is Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
In that area. So we were one block from the end of land, basically in Jersey City, and they just put up a light rail system there. Okay. And so we lived in a little apartment. Yeah, so we were right there on the third floor. We were at the top. We can see it and see everything. Yeah, it was really crazy. But where was I saying? What was I saying about? Oh, we moved to Jersey in 2000. So in 2000. Wait, where was that? What was I saying?
We're talking about this crazy time in your life of like the year 2000. You're getting your
City.
job at XM Radio, Sirius, and then a few short months later you're getting married. So like, did you? Also, now that I'm thinking about the timeline, when did you propose? How long were you guys engaged?
So we met in September. I met her in April of 2000. I actually met her with David Draymond from Disturbed and a few others.
I love David, dude.
Yeah, David's awesome. So
good dude.
I met her at a bar with her drug dealer boyfriend, and I met her and I was like, oh, she's gorgeous, wow. And then September of 2000, she starts to intern at TVT Records, where I used to work for. I had just given my notice to go to Sirius. When Melissa came in, I had given like a 2-month notice. I gave my bosses that I only worked at TVT Records for 6 months. But that's why I moved to New York City, New Jersey in the first place. So then I met Melissa September of 2000, Labor Day weekend. Oh shit, it's close to what we're doing now. So, and it was that Tuesday it was the Friday before Labor Day. And I met her and we were smoking a little joint with the head of A&R at TVT. And I said, oh, I met you before. I remember what outfit you were wearing. And she was like, what? And and then I mentioned what outfit it was. And she was like, oh my God, I have that outfit. This is weird. And then I was like, oh my God, that was stupid. Like, and then that was it. And then that was that Friday. That Sunday, my friend from Memphis was in town, because I went to graduate school in Tennessee to be a pharmacist, and one of my classmates came in to visit me in Jersey for the first time since I moved there, and he wanted to go out to a bar. We ended up going out to see 3 6 Mafia. It was so stupid, dude. But
no way, that's fucking awesome.
It was cool. We wanted to go. They're Memphis. We just moved from Memphis, but they didn't let us in. They wanted to charge us because we were 2 dudes. And it was a big club, and they didn't want to let us dudes in. They were like, "Where are your girls?" And we don't. You can't. Yeah. And they just wanted to charge us like $80 or something crazy because we were 2 guys, and we didn't have that.
You didn't have $80.
So and then we were like, "Fuck!" So we went to some random bar that he told me to go to, and then Melissa was there that night at this random bar, and I saw her again, and we hung out that night a little bit. And with my friend, and it was really cool. And then Tuesday, we went out to lunch and then dinner. And then Tuesday night is when I told her I loved her. So I met her Friday. I saw her Sunday.
Wait. And it's now been 20 years, so something worked. But somehow in this conversation, I'm like, this woman is a saint. You creeped her out by pointing out her dress.
I have a creepier story.
And you told her you loved her, and then like 2 days.
I have a creepier story. I mean, do you want to hear the creepier story?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
It's creep. It's a little weird. And I did tell this story at our 20th anniversary in front of everybody. So on that Tuesday, on our first lunch date, we were having, I shared my sack lunch that I had made that morning for me. I shared it with her, half of it, and I was having half. We were sitting at a fountain in New York City, and I had baby carrots and stuff, and she had like a sleeveless shirt on. And I did a cool move where I got the carrot and I like rubbed it on her like naked arm like that, and I rubbed it down her arm all slimy. I just kind of did it. Sorry.
Yeah, he just kind of fucking did it to me right now. Not even kind of. Minus the carrot.
I did. Well, I wanted you to feel how fucking creepy this was. So I fucking rubbed the slimy, but see, my shit wasn't slimy, dude.
Yeah.
And I didn't touch her skin. I touched her skin with a slimy fucking carrot, and then she looked at me, she grabbed it, and she threw it. She was like, don't ever fucking do that again. And I was fucking weird. What are you doing? And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, oh my God. So then,
That's definitely fucking weird.
yeah, it was really weird. And then that night is when
I don't even know what it means.
And
that's the best part about it. What does it even mean?
I professed my love to her after sushi. I was drinking sake and fucking Sapporos, and I got buzzed. And then I told her that I love her. And I said, you need to know 3 things about me. And I said, my family's poor, I'm poor. I smoke weed every single day. If you were to ever tell me to not smoke weed, that would be a problem. And I listen to fucking metal, nonstop, 24 fucking 7. Metal to the fucking bone. If you ever told me to turn it down, to turn it off, this would be a problem. And I said, I know you'll never be with me because of whatever. And she was like, why do you say that? She moved in a week later, and in November, 2 months later, we were engaged. Married.
You did some quick work, dude.
July 2001, married.
Wow.
And we lived in that apartment in Jersey City, and then a few months later, 9/11. So, yeah, man. So we got married July of 2001.
Now 2 kids later, 20
2 kids,
years
yeah.
later.
So now I feel young and awesome, and my girls are old, and they're gonna be old soon, and then like I'm still young and cool. Like, you know? Like,
I'll agree.
I feel like that's cool. But I wanted to have kids at a young age because my dad was 49 when I was born.
Oh, when you were born, okay.
My dad was 49, 51 when my sister was born.
Oh, so you have younger siblings?
Yeah, younger sister, and then myself with my mom from Mexico and my dad from Chicago, a French-Irish white dude. And then he had 6 kids with an American lady in Phoenix. So he has 6 kids. Then he had the 2 with my mom that he
8
met
kids. Wow.
in Mexico. And she was like 18 years younger than he was. And he's a Korean War veteran, Army.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So my dad was
Badass.
very badass, very smart. He taught me school shit. He taught me essay writing, state capitals, fucking how to speak and how to be. He was always very polite and fun and nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Like just too talkative.
That's it. I don't know how this worked out for you as a DJ.
I know. And I used to get so annoyed with him when he would go in and talk to people and just make people feel good. And he just did it so effortlessly. And I would look at him, Dad, you don't gotta talk to everybody, stop. Like I was always embarrassed by my dad. So stupid as a little kid. But now my kids are embarrassed about me all the time. Like
I think it's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. They act the same. I mean, they do the same shit. But I'm way cooler than my dad was. I'm way cooler. I mean, I think so, but I don't know. Man. My dad wasn't.
Your dad never. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to meet him, and he never bought me this much tequila. So right now, I'll say yeah.
But he was a badass dude. So cheers to my dad, man. He passed right before my oldest daughter was born.
Oh shit.
So he knew that Melissa was pregnant, that we were having a baby, but wasn't there. So
I'm sorry for that.
but he's always there, and he's always very proud of what I've done with this crazy fucking metal music, because going to school to be a pharmacist and then, going
Was he happy
switching
with
gears.
like metal? Is he a metal? Where did the music? I guess that's another question. Where did your music taste come from?
I'll do that 2-part. My dad was not at all a rock fan or a metalhead at all. He listened to like mariachi music with my mom, Julio Iglesias, Willie Nelson, stuff like that, you know. And barely, there wasn't a lot of music in my household, but my dad was very supportive. And when I told him that I was going to pursue, you know, rock music as opposed to finishing my chemistry or my doctor's degree, I was already in graduate school, paying a lot of money for that 1 year of out-of-state tuition and as a graduate student. It's crazy. But when I had that conversation, Johnny, I was scared. I was on the phone. I was in Memphis and he was in Arizona. And I told him this opportunity. I had just won Metal Director of the Year in Album Network.
Oh, shit.
Album Network, do you remember? It was a trade magazine that radio stations reported to back in the day. I don't think it was around when you guys started.
No, definitely not.
It was before then, but it was a pretty famous industry magazine for radio stations and college stations and whatnot. And I had won Metal Director of the Year, and I started getting job offers, and that's when I got the job to work at TBT Records, to be their National Director of Metal Promotions. So when I told my dad this, and he was quiet, and then he said, I don't want you to ever regret this. And then he told me a story where he regretted not pursuing law and being an attorney, and his family convinced him to go join the army. Wow. And then he went to the Korean War, and the Korean War changed him. And it changed him, you know, it wasn't good.
No, of course.
So he told me this story. I never knew the story, but he said he regretted every single day. He would regret that decision. And then he said, I don't want you to have that same feeling. You need to do this. And when he said,
it's great that he recognized
you need to do this, I cried, he cried. I was like, whoa. That was like the fucking big shining lights. Like, I was like, what? My dad,
you were expecting another outcome from that conversation, I would imagine, right?
Yes,
and then you get that one, you're like, oh, then I guess I really have to do this.
Well, then it just instantly clicked in my heart, and I knew. So at that point, So who got me in the metal? My older cousins. The youngest was 6 years older than I was, David Lee, and he had long hair. All of them had long hair. 3 brothers, my mom's sister's kids. And long hair, motorcycles, fucking denim, black shirts, the back shack where they had their mechanic equipment and stuff was covered in blacklight posters, Iron Maiden, Motley Crue, Ozzy, naked chicks, you know, beer cans, cigarette butts, weed smell, you know, all that. I was like, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing back there? What is that? I want to go. I want to do that. And so from kindergarten, I was the metalhead. And I got my first tape, Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil.
That was your first tape?
First tape, Shout at the Devil.
How did you get it? Because you're in kindergarten at the time. You just...
My cousin, I knew he had showed me Motley Crue. He was one of his favorite bands. And he had Motley Crue all over his room and in that back shack. Did he
give it to you, or did you have to lift it?
No, I bought it. I did steal tapes, and I got busted from Kmart. That's another story. But for this one, my nana gave me $20 for Christmas. On December 26th, I had my dad take me to Kmart, and I bought Shout at the Devil, and I was in kindergarten. So this is like 84, you know, around that time, 83, 84. Shout at the Devil came out. When did Shout at the Devil come? Yeah. So it was around that time. So kindergarten, and then that was it. And then I got out of the cellar from Rat the next week with my leftover money, and my dad helped me with a few more dollars. And then I sat with those 2 tapes out of the cellar and Shout at the Devil for 6 months. And I just memorized them, and that was it. I used to put a pentagram between my name, Jose, pentagram Mangin, like since I was a little kid.
I thought I was badass. You started even younger than I did.
Dude, I've been into metal my whole entire life. That's all I've constantly have been into, more than anything else, like metal since kindergarten. And I've never faded. I never left.
Right.
I had different phases, you know, Def Leppard, you know, Skid Row, Bon Jovi.
That's all still, what you just named is all in the metal world.
Yeah, it is.
Did you ever, for me, there was a time when I stepped out and learned about punk rock, especially the ones down here.
Yeah, you're in Orange County, you're California. You're blessed with that.
Yeah.
In Arizona.
And it didn't mean I didn't listen to metal all the time. It's just I was learning more, and I was really heavy into the local punk rock scene?
This is where you've been blessed with being from this area. It's
Right.
such a rich area to have those opportunities to be fans of that music.
Right,
I had no clue what punk was.
No, it didn't make it out there.
There was
No.
nothing. It was just thrash. It was just metal. It was Sepultura. It was
Yeah.
Pantera, Metallica, Testament, Anthrax. You know,
Fucking great bands.
You know, but it wasn't. Punk didn't. I never had that opportunity. So
Have you gotten into it now that you have? I mean, now that you've been
I'm not
around
the
it.
biggest. I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot, and I don't know. I don't listen to it much.
All I know is I don't know nothing.
I don't know.
but
I know
that's,
you're a fan, but I don't know what. I'm not the biggest punk fan. Like I
No,
don't.
totally.
I don't know that stuff.
It's an opinion on music,
Yeah,
man, but if you're ever interested, you're in Costa Mesa,
I
you bring in
know, I
tequila,
know.
I'll pull some stuff off the shelves. We'll listen to some of the punk rock I grew up with.
That's cool. See, that would be cool. I haven't had a curated experience like that. I respect the bands. I mean, I love Suicidal Tendencies. I don't think they would be considered punk, but they are crossover.
Yeah, they're kind of, they're a crossover.
But that would be, you know.
And they had Brooks Wackerman in the band for a while.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. It's your drummer.
Yeah. That guy.
So my cousins got me into metal, and then at that moment, I became a metal ambassador, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I did it for everybody. I got my friends into metal. I got strangers into metal. I got my sister into metal. Like everywhere I went, I was this messenger of metal.
Right.
So when that guy in college guitar class stopped me, and told you that story, I was already a messenger of metal, but I didn't really know in what and how. But, in my high school, I would make mixtapes and play them at parties for I'd be the guy playing music at all of our parties. I was always. No MP3 player, no none of that shit. It was tapes that I was making and making mixtapes.
Did you have the dual?
Of course, dude. I used to tape that shit. I used to do No, I didn't do boombox to boombox. I had the nicer one with the two cassette things in one unit.
Well, they had them in the boom boxes as well, like that.
Oh yeah.
And then they had like the stereo piece.
I had the stereo piece. I skipped the boombox phase because I had money. Wait. I said I didn't have money, but I was a paper boy, dude. I started working when I was 11 years old.
Yeah.
When I was 11, can you imagine? I
started working when I was 14, so again, you got me beat.
11 years old.
That's pretty early.
Paper route for 4.5 years.
Wow.
6 days a week. And I had money, dude. Like none of my friends.
No one else was working.
No one was working.
Right.
And so I had money. So what did I buy? I bought that double cassette shelf
piece,
unit.
yeah.
I bought the receiver, the amplifier. I bought.
Do you remember what brand it was?
Pioneer.
I had the Pioneer as well.
Pioneer,
it was my
bro.
father's, but like I had Pioneer.
Pioneer
it was a
cassette.
nice rack.
Yeah.
He had done one of the first Pioneer CD racks.
Oh wow!
It was a CD.
With the
he had them
multiple
all.
ones.
No, it was single because they didn't have multiple ones back then. It was a Pioneer CD. It sat right above the equalizer. That sat right above the tape deck, the dual tape deck, and on the very top had a record player.
Oh yeah, that's.
And then the big Pioneer paper speakers.
Awesome, dude! I loved Polk Audio.
Polk Audio was great. Polk Audio was a little higher.
And that was much later. So
yeah.
But I had, I think I had Sony's, dude. Were my first cheapies that I had as speakers. But yeah. Oh, so here, John, let me do another one. This one is a brand new one that I just got. It wasn't even on the shelves at High Time. I was talking to the tequila dudes there and friends of mine. This is LeBron James's.
I didn't know LeBron James had
Yes,
tequila.
sir. LeBron James has his own tequila. It's Tequila Lobo 1707. This is an extra añejo that it's hard to find. I tried ordering this and I couldn't get it.
And if LeBron's watching the show right now and wants to share some of that with me, we can do that.
Yeah, me too, brother, please. Thanks. So I'm promoting it already. I fucking pay full price already. Hey, give me 10% off, dude. 10%. It's cool.
I'm a huge Lakers fan. You Lakers fan?
I do like the Lakers, yeah. But I'm not the biggest basketball. But I got to go Phoenix Suns because I'm representing Arizona, motherfucker. What? All right, so check it. Oh, we just almost won, didn't we?
Oh, okay.
We just almost won.
In the biggest asterisk season of all time.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter, man. We almost fucking won, all right? So So Lobos 1707. This wasn't even on the shelves, Johnny. You can't even find it. They only give it to the people that ask about it, or the people that they'll go to the back little closet and say, "Oh, we have this."
Very cool.
So I got this very recently. I want to share this with you. It's a really nice extra añejo. I'm a fan of it. LeBron famously snuck this into one of the playoff games. If you saw the news or something, he snuck in. This is a pretty big fucking bottle to sneak in your pants. Like, I don't know how he fucking snuck it in.
He's 6'8", dude.
Yeah. Well, okay.
280 pounds. That bottle's like that's nothing.
How? But it's LeBron walking by, so what's security?
Yeah, what are they gonna do anyway? He probably just was like, hey.
Maybe he had it. I don't
know.
know. I think he hit it because he was sitting courtside.
Well, I'll ask him next time he comes on the show.
Please,
there you go.
He was sitting courtside sipping on the extra añejo. That's so pimp, dude.
Yeah,
I've
rad.
never sat anywhere sipping on a fucking bottle by myself. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
So this is the
Thank you
new
for
one.
sharing.
Very cool. You, besides my wife, are the first person I'm sharing this with.
Oh, honored. That's good.
Yeah, so they have a small stash, Johnny. If you go to High Time and ask them, tell them Jose sent you. No, not you, Johnny. I'm just kidding.
Tell everyone you
Yeah,
Jose Mangin.
they're gonna be like, what the fuck, dude, man? That's not cool, Jose. So yeah, this is the really good one. But I've been in the metal my whole life. I just got metal tattooed on my stomach. The word
Oh, I
metal.
saw that. I saw that on your Instagram post.
Pretty brutal 8.5-hour session, but that's how much I love the word.
The word.
The word, the music, the word itself. Metal, dude, Johnny, to me is fucking life. It's why I'm here in Orange County, California.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it wasn't for metal, like, I would not be here. I wouldn't have my wife and my daughters. Like, crazy.
I could understand that.
Like,
yeah,
it's
something
really
that's been so much part of your life.
It's so deep. It's so deep.
Yeah.
And that's why on the radio and off the radio and on camera, I love it so much. And it comes from, it's like my life being, you know?
Yeah.
So it's super like emotional. Like,
Would you say, I mean, we've known each other over the years. You've talked to a lot of our mutual friends that were probably before they were mutual friends, they were just heroes of yours. So
Idols.
Idols. Like,
Idols.
I mean, what was your first interview with a actual metal musician?
I got it. My first interview with an idol was in college radio. I had a Radio Shack micro cassette recorder, you know, those little ones?
Oh, shit,
those little
yeah.
handheld
Yeah,
ones,
yeah.
micro cassette. I had one, and I was interviewing Chuck Billy from Testament, lead vocalist, Pomo Indian, big fucking pothead. And I interviewed him after the Tucson, Arizona show at the Best Western Hotel they were staying at. And I interviewed him. He gave me a Foster's. I was 18, 19. He gave me a Foster's. We smoked hash. I never smoked hash at that point until then. I mean, like real rock hash. Like
not like just dusted on.
Not just resin hash that we scrape from our bongs and pipes and stuff and re-smoke, which we always did back in the day. But no, like real shit. And he smoked me in a little metal pipe, hash pipe, and he was so cool to me. And I interviewed him, and he treated me like I was at Sirius XM.
That's
like
right.
You know, he was so cool to me, and it was a 0.5 watt radio station, and he was just golden to me. This was 97, so this was around the Gathering album, I believe, which had just come out with Dave Lombardo playing drums. So
that would have been around there.
or maybe the Demonic album. Demonic was 97. Demonic
Yeah.
was 97, so which was a heavy fucking album. So he was so cool to me. He's one of my best friends in metal today. I have so much love and respect for him. We've always been cool together.
That's
but
rad.
that was my first. But I will say, you mentioned this, but my favorite part about my life, besides getting to meet Melissa and having my daughters, besides that part, my favorite part, more than anything else, is my idols becoming my friends. That is crazy.
Yeah, and that's not something you wouldn't expect out of it, right?
Nuts. I worship these guys. We covered their music. I saw them in Headbangers Ball. I saw them in my Metal Maniacs magazine. I was like, what? These guys became friends of mine.
Now, when
dude.
you're early on, or even still now, when you meet them, are you telling them these stories of
They know.
They know.
They know. Well, all the guys, I've had many experiences with them over the years. So in the beginning, some of these people thought I was a little too much. Like
I don't see why.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm much more fucking calm now.
Yeah, he's pretty calm right now.
In my 44
but we known
years.
each other a long time. So.
But like, you know, dudes like Dave Mustaine and Slayer guys and, you know, Metallica guys, like they were just like, who's this fucking crazy fan that's also in charge of this massive radio station?
Right.
At the time it wasn't massive, but it became massive. But, you know, I was excited. I was really excited.
Right.
And I would get these guys in the studio and I would fucking be excited. And they'd be like, whoa, you know, this guy's fucking crazy, you know?
Well, I mean, to be honest, on the other side, when you've done so many of those,
I know.
you're a rarity. Like, because especially in the metal world, it's been way more acceptable to be cooler than you actually are. And I love that you just have always been yourself about it.
Never hid it, and I wear my passion on my sleeve. I found out at an early age that was a winning ticket.
Right.
And I would recommend that for anyone. You know, don't hide what you love.
Right.
If you love something, love it. Love it hard. Mm-hmm. Fucking make it known that you love it. Fucking it feels good.
Right.
You know, because then you can make other people love shit too.
Right.
You know, it's like a spreading of good feelings.
Totally.
I love it. But after so many of those run-ins, they were like, man, I fucking love Jose.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they felt good and comfortable with me, and it was love, and it was support, like undying support, like for like your family. You know, like your uncle, maybe he didn't put out the best album, but I fucking got you, dude. I got you, you know? I got you.
Wait, which album are you talking about?
No, I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying bands over the years.
I know.
I won't say what albums, no, or what bands. But it is. It's undying support for these guys. And they see that now 21 years into it at Sirius alone, 25 years, 25 years total, they see it. They're like, this guy fucking loves it. And it's cool to be able to become friends with Dave Mustaine and Tom Araya and Kirk Hammett and James Hetfield and, you know, the Ozzy, you know, Rob Halford, Max Cavalera, Dino Casares, you know, Chuck Billy.
See, I couldn't be that because
Joey Belladonna.
I can't pronounce those names as well as you can.
Well, Cavalera. Well, I've had years of practice, bro. Sepultura is one of my favorite bands ever. So, but yeah, dude, and one of the ultimate showings of that, idols becoming friends, is Vinny Paul and the estate giving me his limousine.
That's I wanted to ask you about that specifically because I had no idea.
So crazy.
And you have like these different chronicles of you on your Instagram going through it, like trying to find these. It looks like you're trying to find different things in it or something like that.
Oh well, that was.
You were looking for jizz at one point.
I was looking for jizz, yeah, but it was just a funny video. We weren't really looking for jizz stains in the back of the Pantera limo, but. It was really gross.
I'm sure that thing went through the clubhouse a couple times.
Dude, it was always at the clubhouse when Vinny, you know, owned it and ran it, and the limo was very famous for. I think one time Brydog, Vinny's best friend, told me that there was 36 people in that limousine, mostly strippers.
Yeah.
And that's like the
Shocking.
record. And I can't even imagine fitting 36 motherfuckers in there. But imagine all hot chicks. Like I can't. No, my brain would fucking overload and melt, dude. I can't even imagine that.
Why can I picture it then?
Yeah, because you're awesome and you can. I can't. You've probably been close to that before, but I cannot.
I had a lot of great times with Vinny.
He is, dude. I love him so much, and the estate after he passed. Well, first of all, I went to the funeral, and I was there in Texas. I went by myself. And I got to the funeral, and I was super high and very nervous. I was waiting in the front with everybody in the vestibule. We were waiting in line to sign this big art piece that was in there that was hand drawn. And then Pantera's publicist Janie comes and grabs my hand and she says, "Jose, I need you. You're coming with me." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay, what's up?" And she was like, "Hey, we need you to speak." And I was like, "Oh yeah, tomorrow at the public event." I know. No, now.
Whoa.
Here. I was like, "What do you mean here? Here at the the funeral? What do you mean?" And I started fucking getting real nervous. And she was like, "No, we want you to speak." And I was like, what do I say? She's like, "We're not worried about it. We just need you to speak, please." I was like, and she was like, "Just gather yourself, just do it. It's like, you're a pro. Now, let's go." And she took me back to the room where the family was. And I was like, and people were crying. And I was like, oh my God. Super high. Remember, I got there, I was fucking high and nervous. And my fucking butt puckered up so much, dude. I was taking short little breaths because I fucking couldn't breathe. And then it started, and Ace Frehley spoke, and two more people. I was in the middle, and I got up and I spoke. Open casket.
Oh, wow.
His dad, all the hell yeah. Chelsea, friends and family, Bride Dog, everybody in the packed place. And I just spoke from the heart, dude. I had no idea what I was gonna say, but I spoke from the heart. I told a really funny story. I said, and I was talking to Jerry Abbott, Diamond, Vinny's dad, who was in the front. And I said, talking about Jerry, I said, "Sir, you have golden, magical sperm." And I was telling a story about him, and then people started laughing, but he didn't laugh. And then everybody shut up because they noticed that he didn't react. And then his sister whispered into his ear, "He said you have golden, magical sperm." "Oh, yeah, I do." And he waved his hand, and he started going, and everybody, the whole place, fucking clapping, and I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
And so I finished, and afterwards, Chad from Nickelback comes right up to me. He was one of the first people to speak to me. I was just catching my breath, and then he was like, "Dude, that was a great speech you wrote." I was like, "Dude, I fucking didn't write nothing."
That's awesome.
And he was like, "You didn't write that, shut up." And I was like, "No." And then he was and to have Chad from Nickelback blown away, and then everybody else coming up and saying like, "Wow, dude." Like,
that's
wow.
Awesome.
Like, to be able to do that for my idol, for my friend, like, it was like, that's the craziest shit that you can think of. And then, a year or two later, I get a call from Jake Lawson, who's part of Vinny's estate, and said, "Hey, we want to know if you would like to have Vinny's limousine. We want you to have it." And Vinny and Dime's limousine. And I said, I've been in it, I partied in it, and I was like, whoa. What? And then we're like, "We think that you will be." It doesn't run. It's a piece of shit. No one. It's not worth anything. It's worth scrap metal.
It's
worth
more
the
than
sentimental
that.
value, and we know how
absolutely.
much it means to you. And then when I got that call, I was like, I looked at up in the sky. I was like, what the fuck? What is this? What the fuck?
And this life that had brought you to this.
What the fuck is happening? What? And I told my wife, we had just moved into our house. It was August, we just bought in July.
The one here in Costa Mesa. Okay.
So when you buy a house, you have no money. You're fucking zero fucking money.
Yeah, you've been saving up for that.
It's the fucking down payment and everything else. You're like, fuck. We're eating in the house for fucking months in a row. And then I got this fucking, in my head, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna cost money. What do I tell my wife? And I told her, and she was like, oh my God, wow.
That's awesome.
What an honor, babe. And she hit me again with it. I was like, oh. And I cried. I was like, fuck, this is so crazy. So it's taken a long time, but it should be done in the next week or so.
Right.
So I'm gonna have this, it's taken over 7 months to get restored. $65,000.
Whoa, shit.
I raised a little under 50 on GoFundMe.
Oh, to get it redone.
My friend, dude, my friend Sonny, dude, I was so nervous for the first few months. I was like, how the fuck? What? And dude, no body shop would take it. Nobody wanted it. It was scrap.
Right.
They say this, limos don't last this long for a reason. It's a 97 Lincoln.
Right.
97, 110,000 miles. It's in my name. I have all the paperwork now, but it was worth nothing. And now it's a gorgeous, restored, gutted, some original pieces, the front and the back, the bottom, the rims, re-chromed them, but it's an amazing tribute to my idols, dude. And I made this memorial piece that's the whole back of the two back benches where Vinny and Dime would sit, and right behind them, I put Vinny's picture and I put Dimebag's picture on a thick inch of acrylic plastic, and it's engraved in there, and it's lit up. And it's standing up. It's like right behind the heads of the back benches. And it says this cool thing that I wrote. I'll share it with you real quick if you don't mind. We're just getting real right now. The limo. Let me find it. Here it is. In loving memory of Vinny Paul and Dimebag Darrell, they came to rock and rocked like none other. With hearts twice the size of Texas, our beloved brothers, companions, mentors, idols, and friends. We love you, Dime and Vinny. Thanks for everything. This historic and legendary limo, first bought by the Abbott brothers in Texas back in 2001, is brought roaring back to life in 2021 because of the extreme generosity of all those touched by the music and spirit of Vinny and Dime.
That's fucking killer.
Yeah, so, wow, that even chokes me up just reading that shit. But They Came to Rock part is a piece from the Dimebag Memorial Headstone.
I'm sorry, but I think
we need more tequila.
After that story, we're talking about, I never got the pleasure of meeting Dime. It wasn't until later, after Dime passed, that I met Vinny through touring and stuff like that and became friends with him.
He loved you guys.
Oh, dude.
He loved you guys. He would talk about you. He played with you guys on stage at the Revolver Golden Gods Awards. I was there. Oh my God, you must have been fucking flipping out, dude.
It was insane that whole night because we did the rehearsals. We did the rehearsals, and then we had Vinny up, and then we had Duff up with us. Well, obviously when Duff came up, I was like, I'm not even gonna stand on the stage. I'm just gonna walk away. But no, it was a fucking really fun night.
Oh my God, I can't, dude. Watching him play with you, he had so much fun.
It was great.
I think that was one of the first times that he played a Pantera song. I think that was the first time that he publicly played a Pantera song since losing his brother. Was that not right?
I'm not positive about that story.
Okay.
It could be. It very well could be. It might have been the first time they played that specific song. It might have been that I could definitely see.
I think so. I think it was, dude. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Man. This is a gorgeous. This is a 7-year extra añejo. So this is already just 15 years to make this bottle right here.
Yeah.
So a 7-year. This is Fuente Seca Reserva. And it's they have different types of extra añejos. It goes from this level and it goes up. Right. And it goes up in price, big time. So cheers to this extra añejo Fuente Seca. And this is a brand new bottle that I got as a gift, and I finished my first one. So I just opened this one with you here tonight.
Fuck yeah, I did. I appreciate
cheers,
that, man.
So yeah, dude, Pantera is my favorite band. I have my Pantera medallion, my Pantera tattoos.
Saw that.
I have my Dimebag portrait on my leg, and my dog's name Rocky Dimebag. If I had a son, I would name him Ozzy Dimebag. So yeah, man, that's how much that band means to me. And Vinny knew that, and Phil and Rex know that as well. And yeah, man, I'm just an extreme lover of that band. So,
absolutely, same here, man.
They're the best. And when Vinny did a takeover of Liquid Metal and of Octane, he picked your songs a few times. So he picked A7X songs. I can tell you right now, we have one a few of them in the system that he's done over the years, where he's played A7X. And I can tell you, he's only picked about 12 bands, 10 bands over the years, and Avenged Sevenfold is one of them. So
that's fucking awesome.
Really cool, man.
I know. Luckily, the two of them got to meet, the Rev and Vinny. We were real tight, real quick. Like that was kind of like. It was one of the things, the Rev was obviously hugely influenced by Vinny's playing, and first time they get together and start having drinks, you could just see it. The rest of us could just see it. We're like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, they're professional partiers,
Oh, yeah.
But Vinny would just also, what I love about Vinny and Dime, and especially, Vinny, I got really, really, really close with, was that he would just be so kind to strangers, invite people to his house, barbecues.
So cool about the barbecues.
I mean, but and he would also buy drinks for fans at the bar, and hang out and drink with them and buy drinks for them. Name one other famous rock star that does that.
I can't think of any. You know more than I do at this point.
And I can't name one. Most guys don't want that to happen.
Right.
And they don't put themselves in those situations because they're overwhelmed, they're, whatever, shy, embarrassed, I get it. But Vinny was just so loving. And when he passed, did you see how many pictures of people that had pictures with him?
Oh, of course.
I mean, it was more than any other rock star. So we're losing our heroes now, Johnny. You know that we keep losing our heroes, and that's why it's
inevitable and sucks.
It is, but that's why if they're still doing shows, go, like look at Judas Priest, 50 years of heavy metal. They're touring right now.
Right.
Like go see Judas Priest, like please.
They put on a great show. He did a couple festivals with them.
They're so good. Yeah, I think I knew that. But. Yeah, we're losing our idols, but there's nobody that does what Vinny does, man. And I saw that, and I saw what he did, and I saw what he meant to fans, and that's a beautiful fucking thing, like these brothers did, Dime and Vinny. They left a big mark, man.
Did it like no other.
They did it, and so I am a student of that. I'm still a student of all these idols and heroes and leaders of our music, and dude, we need to teach that as well and do that as well.
And not just in music though. We're going heavy on the music right now, but I think that's just a great philosophy in life.
No, it is
to be a student of life. You're constantly a work in progress. That's how I am at all times.
Always.
All facets of my life.
And it changes with your kids getting older. Everything just changes. There's all these different levels, and and then you pass a level, then you keep doing something else, then you go to level 2. It's like a video game.
Yeah, you just described it like a video.
Yeah.
Well, it is remarkably similar, the simulation that we're in, but
but it is cool, man. But yeah, dude, I can't wait to have fans in the limousine. I want people to smoke weed in it. I want people to drink Black Tooths in it. We should do an update, Drinks with Johnny episode.
You said it's gonna be down about a week?
Dude, yeah. So, of course you'll be in it. And dude, it'll always have tequila, awesome tequila, and Black Tooths, because that's what Vinny and Dime did.
Oh, yeah.
So, but everybody that donated to the GoFundMe, their name is engraved in the bar. So the whole back of the bar is lit up different colors, and there's like 800.
Are you just gonna display this for everybody? Did I miss that part?
I'm gonna take it to festivals. Yeah, I'm taking it to Aftershock in October, Sacramento, DWP Festival.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take it there, and I'm gonna have fans. Yeah, I know you are. I'm gonna have fans hang out. I'm gonna have like cool days where people can, hang with me and be in it on Saturdays.
That's super cool. I didn't realize that. That's really cool.
And I want to do a video series. I'm going to do my Sirius XM radio shows in it. I'm going to, pick up my daughter from school in it. I just want to I want to share it with as much of people as I can. And I really want to use it as a vehicle. It's not, no pun intended, but to raise money for my charity that I'm starting.
Oh, what's this about?
Head Bank for Science. So we talked about it's something that I've been dreaming about for years and years, and the older I get, the more pissed I get that I haven't done it yet. And so it's full on one of my main goals right now is it's called Headbank for Science. It's awarding seniors graduating high school who are poor, families are poor, awesome grades, want to go in the medical or science fields, and love the fuck out of metal music.
So you're just giving back to like all the people that were exactly like you?
Yes. Yep.
I love it.
Exactly.
That's a really cool thing.
Dude, I love getting people excited, Johnny, about seeing a band because there's something about a good MC that I think there's really, a true art to it. Yeah, I think it really works because sometimes we're so caught up and then it's just there's a break in between and then all of a sudden there's another band on stage, but no one ever really states the obvious sometimes, you know? Like, look at us. We're all here.
Right.
For this one thing, for this.
Yeah, you came here like to hang out and have a good time.
And look at we're all getting along. We're all fucking smiling. Look, I see your faces.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool to talk to people and to say how cool to restate the obvious.
I'm sorry, but you're absolutely right, but it's actually reminding me of a rant that we've had in the van days.
Go ahead.
Where we were making a joke, obviously, but like I think it was the Rev that started it. He's like, Matt, you should just go out there and like in between the songs, just be like, I know you guys have been out here all day. It's fucking shitty out. It's real hot. You're all sweaty. You've been drinking shitty beer all day. You see that motherfucker next to you? He's been breathing hard on you all day. I want you to hit that motherfucker in the face. Obvious joke. Like we never actually want that to happen. We're all just dying.
That's something I would never say, but I could.
The rant though, like if anyone knows the Rev, they know how long those rants could go on, and it's like even when it starts to just when you think it's not funny anymore, and he keeps going, you start laughing again because now it's just funny of how long it's been going.
Yeah, nice.
And it was a rant. It was one of those rants that I was just like dying in the band.
That's something that people don't usually say, but I mean, if they did, people would fucking laugh their ass off. Yeah. So, and I don't know if Matt could say that because Matt's such a sweet guy.
No,
he can't say that.
Yeah, that was also part of the joke.
Like Matt people would be like, what the fuck?
Does he really want us to do that?
But some people, like if Phil fucking said that shit.
Oh yeah, they'd do it.
They would fucking do it.
Yeah.
They would fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because I would believe him.
My first Pantera concert actually was at the Gibson Amphitheater. I don't know what it was Gibson Amphitheater.
I've heard
at the
of
time.
it, but I don't know where.
It was the Universal Amphitheater. It's gone. It's been gone for a while.
Where?
We've actually did.
Where's that?
In Burbank at,
Burbank.
At Universal Studios, like their downtown Universal area.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a 75 cap room.
Oh.
They played with
7,500 people.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's big.
Yeah, it was a great venue. They did we did their K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas there. We had one of our own big shows there right after City of Evil with, what's the name of that band? Anyways, I remember watching Pantera on the Reinventing the Steel tour, and they had Morbid Angel and Soulfly open up.
Yeah.
And I was like...
Static X, Nothing More, or Nothing Face?
No, it was just those three.
Okay, I thought there was a fourth one on that.
If there was a fourth one, I missed them on my way in. I was probably smoking pot. I was in high school.
Bad Johnny.
But no, I mean, I was just there for Pantera. Yeah. I knew of Morbid Angel, and I didn't realize who Soulfly was. I did at the time, and then I was blown away by both bands, and then saw Pantera, and just like the darkness of that room, like the way that they lit it was for them was so cool because it was bright on stage. Everywhere else was fucking dark. But you could just see that fucking pit going nuts. Now, that was I'd seen Metallica first. I'd seen a couple other bands. But that was like my first brutal pit I'd seen. I was like...
Pantera had brutal pits.
Pits, man. It was fucking tough.
They called for that, man.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I remember seeing in the Pantera mosh pits in Arizona, like, black dudes, skinheads, fucking Native Americans, Mexicans, like just just regular white dudes just fucking going nuts.
Yeah.
In the Pantera mosh pit, man. Wow, man. Some of those ones on the Indian reservations that I saw in Arizona with Pantera.
Wow.
Well, because I'm from Arizona, so my first time was seeing Pantera was on the Volga Display of Power tour. When Trouble opened up for them in Tucson at the Indoor Soccer Center. It was an indoor soccer fucking place, so it had the artificial grass where the mosh pit was, and
Fuck yeah.
man, I was in that shit, dude. And then I saw Pantera at Compton Terrace with Sepultura and Prong, and that's when I first met Dimebag, Vinny, and Rex when I was in high school. And
Wow.
And they were so cool to me, and I still have the silver bullet Coors Light can that Dimebag gave me, and I still have the poster, the Far Beyond Driven poster that Dime ripped off the dressing room wall and signed to me.
That's right.
So it's right next to our kitchen. If I had a fire in our house, dude, I would grab the kids, the dog, and I would grab that fucking frame.
Fuck yeah. That's a great one.
I would lose all these fucking tequilas. I would lose all sorts of other shit.
As much as I would cry over that, I understand.
Yeah,
No,
I would grab that frame because Vinny, Dime, and Rex signed it, and it's been in a poster that's been on my walls. It has all these pin marks,
from being hung
thumbtacks and shit, ripped up corners, it was super torn up and ripped up, and I had it framed and matted. So it looks so old, but it's so cool, man.
That's
so yeah,
fucking rad.
dude, those are the dudes, man. I mean, Pantera took metal on their shoulders for the '90s. I mean, Metallica did too.
There's a lot of great bands.
Kind of lost it for a second, with some of the hair cutting and the reload and the loads.
Oh, and they came back after the 6-year break.
I mean, Pantera at that time just put out the Great Southern Trendkill.
Right.
And it was like, what?
They were going much heavier. They just kept going heavier and heavier.
What
man.
the fuck is this? Like with every album, man. So yeah, those guys. That's it. I have Pantera and I have Metallica on both my hands. So those are my two favorites. And
two of my favorite concerts ever. My first one was a Metallica concert. That Pantera one that I just shared about was another one of my favorites. What are just a couple of quick favorites of yours? Like,
oh my God.
From whenever.
Oh,
I know you've been to so many
My
now.
first concert was my favorite because it was my first. So it was Iron Maiden headlining on the No Prayer for the Dying tour and Anthrax opening when they just put out Persistence of Time, which I have tattooed on my leg, that album cover, Anthrax. And I was there to see Anthrax. I love Iron Maiden, but I was there to see Anthrax. And they're one of my all-time favorite bands. And that changed me. I smelled weed at that concert for the first time, and I knew what it was.
How old were you?
Sophomore in high school.
Okay.
15.
Whatever that is, about 15.
And I smelled weed at that concert. I remember my cousin's friend. It was my cousin David who got me in the metal, and then his friend Bob, and then myself. And I was 4 hours north of where I'm from and where I live. And I smelled weed, and before Iron Maiden started, my cousin's friend Bob wanted to pass me this smoking thing. I thought it was a cigarette at first. And then when my cousin reacted so pissed off, and he was like, no, it's my cousin, dude, stop it. No, you can't do that. And at that point, I was like, oh, that's marijuana. Whoa.
And then...
And I didn't smoke. Oh. No, because my cousin was like, fuck that. Like,
well, you had a good cousin looking out for you.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I was drinking, so no, I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was before and after the show. Not at the show, actually. He didn't. But at that point, I was like, I want to smoke weed.
Yeah.
And so, no. That was, I wasn't, maybe, was I in 9th grade? Because it was pretty early on. I think it was 9th grade when I saw that show. 91, 92 as a sophomore. No. I was a freshman in high school because I wasn't done being a freshman.
I'm not going to hold you to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to, my stoner brain, I was like, what the fuck, man? So, but yeah, that was
Let's clear that up with another one of these tequilas.
Yes, please. Thank you, brother. Let's do this one right here.
Right,
this is Corzo Añejo.
I love this. No, but I love the giant
first
ombre looking fucking what would it be, like a cologne? Looks like a fucking
it does look like a fancy cologne. Corzo. It's an añejo from the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico, where tequila is made from. This is one of my wife and I's favorite tequilas. My wife especially. So right now, because there's a shortage of the Riazul añejos that we used to order by the case, now we can't get one bottle. So this is one of our go-tos. So when my wife and I drink daily, this is what we pour from right now.
Awesome.
Corzo. So
I was trying to think of I don't drink daily, but when I do.
This is a really great añejo. It's one of our favorites. My wife swears by it. And so I just bought all the stock at High Time recently.
That smells much different than the other stuff we've been drinking.
Yep. So Corzo añejo.
Got a spicy nose on this one.
I love this
Cheers.
one. Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Thanks for sharing.
Cheers, of course, man.
It's almost got like a cinnamon to it. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, it's you can't get any more at High Time because I bought all of them, but I'm sorry.
So you're all mad at me like, well, you haven't been to High Times in a while? Well, why would I go? You got all the good shit.
There's still a lot of good shit there. But dude, I'm telling you, I go there and I stay there. My wife calls me, she's like, are you still there? Like, come fucking home. Like, oh, I'm just talking, babe.
Yeah.
So I just go and I just sit in the aisles and I hang out.
Awesome.
And I talk about tequila with people, and I always recommend Corzo.
It's a good one.
First, I recommend our brand, but then I go to if it's not in stock like now, then I go to my other favorites, and Corzo is one of the ones that we pour from.
I could definitely see why. This is fantastic, man. I appreciate it. There was one other thing that I wanted to talk to you about before, because I think we're getting to the end here. I do want to try this interesting guy.
Oh, that's gonna be the last one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's very. We'll talk about it when we get to it.
Yeah, let's talk about
it's
when we get
It's the most expensive.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'm really into it because it's definitely giving me some Sex Panther vibes.
Yeah, it is. It will. Well, we're talking about Pantera, so it'll definitely give you some Sex Panther vibes, some nice sexy Pantera vibes. So yeah, for sure.
Awesome. One of the things that I noticed, I saw on your Instagram, you and your wife have been playing tennis a lot lately.
Oh yes.
When did this start? Have you always been playing?
No. We just started when we moved into our house. We live in a homeowners association, and part of it is a beautiful park and a swimming pool and jacuzzi, and not in our house, but like
no, I got you. In the community.
In the community, but it's on the corner of our block, and there's tennis courts. And so when we first moved in, we joked like, oh, we gotta play tennis now. And it was a joke for like a month or so, and then we were like, no, let's play. So we ordered some rackets on Amazon and got some balls, and then went out and we played, and we loved it, Johnny. We loved it. It was so much fun because my wife and I don't do a lot of stuff like that together. Okay. Like I'll go to the gym, and
you guys go to the gym and get it done. You don't go together.
Not together. She goes to her shit. I do my own stuff. We never do anything together. Paddleboarding sometimes, which is more of a new thing. I love that. That's so OC. Oh yeah. But I love it, and that's one of my favorites to do. But
we gotta get you out surfing. We gotta get rid of that.
I can't surfing, dude. I'm scared of, dude. Fucking Jaws, dude. Get out of here, dude. Fucking Jaws.
You're worried about Jaws.
I'm worried about Jaws, Johnny. Fucking.
Okay, well, we'll watch Shark Week and then I'll take you out.
No, dude.
No, it's a perfect combo.
It is so cold fucking here. No way, dude.
It's not that cold.
I get in the water.
It's not that bad.
I've never worn a wetsuit in my life, and if I ever go, I'm wearing a Metallica wetsuit.
Hey, how else are you gonna get to go with Robert and Kirk if you don't?
I know, and they've invited me, dude. That's just so crazy. But I still tell them the same shit.
I've been doing that with Rob for a while, and we just
haven't been able
to do it.
Well,
he's more up north.
Yeah, he's Venice.
Yeah,
but he comes down.
He comes down.
Yeah.
We've talked about it.
I love. I mean, we're talking Rob real quick. My daughter is gonna marry Rob's son. I'm making it happen. I've never loved a boy more in my life than Ty Trujillo.
I've never actually met Ty.
Oh, dude. He is the son you want. Like, he's the
son
that I want.
All I know is that I was watching him play with Korn a few years ago, and I was like, is this what's going to happen to me if I get out of the band for a second?
Yeah, they're going to replace Johnny Christ with Ty Trujillo. Yes. At least just for one tour, it'll be fine. You can come back.
I get to stay home.
Yeah, dude. Ty he does one tour and then he goes back with his family and stuff. But no, Ty and my daughter know each other. She's a year older than him, but she's beautiful and talented. So So I'm trying to get them in a band together, and that'll be the start of the romance. So
Because that always works out in bands.
at least they'll get to hang with each other, and I want them to date and love each other and marry and have kids. Because I want to go to every Metallica show.
Yeah, that doesn't sound selfish at all.
No. But I just don't want to ever ask. Like, I don't want to be like, hey, James, Robert, hey man, can I have passes? Like, I just want to be like, automatically, I always just get snake pit passes forever.
So like
I'm married into the family.
Getting to the point where you actually could ask them isn't enough for you. You have to. You want to be in the next echelon. Okay.
That's how much I love them. Right. And that's how much I see, dude. You know, manifestation is very powerful, Johnny.
I know it.
I know you know this, dude. Dude, it's very fucking powerful. If you think about shit all the time and talk about it and really fucking make it happen in your brain, it can happen. And it has
anything
happened.
Can happen.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm really trying to get my daughter, any one of my daughters. Ty can have any one of my daughters. But I want him to go with the oldest one just because it's easier on my head. You know, and she's beautiful and talented. So you brought up Rob. So, but I love Ty. I love Robert and Chloe. I love Lula. I love the family so much. They came to our 20th anniversary.
Oh, that's so cool.
Robert freaked out all the kids because they all know who he was, and he was watching them perform. And he went up to the bass player afterwards. This girl, young girl, younger than my daughter, and said, "You fucking were awesome." Robert Trujillo, imagine your first public performance.
Not my first public performance, but the first time I met Robert Trujillo was at the Fillmore, San Francisco, during the Wake in the Fallen album cycle. So I was 18, 19 years old. And the guys came back. They came to see our show, and they came back to say hi. Trying to play cool, of course, naturally.
It's hard.
Hard to do. They walked out. I just started playing like out of just pure excitement, like the fastest bass playing I'd like ever done, probably even to this fucking day. And like it was like, me and Jimmy are just like, did that really just fucking happen? And we're like, this show is gonna be awesome.
So cool.
They came out before, and then they were hanging out after too.
You guys toured with them too.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah. We toured with them a couple times.
I went to those shows.
You did you were the ones in the States where we did the stadium, where they did the stadium and we did main support, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we did, before that we'd done Europe, and we did some Mexico City stuff with them.
Yeah, no, I read about those, and very proud of you guys for doing that.
It's been really cool to us.
They're the coolest. Do you know where my friend and I, Vinny, who programs Octane, we're in charge of the mandatory Metallica channel right now.
Which is so cool. So when I was a kid, mandatory Metallica, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think about this until just now that you mentioned it, like the whole DJing thing. When I was a kid, the local station here was KNAC.
Yes, sir.
And they, to my knowledge, started the mandatory Metallica.
Yes, they did.
And
I believe so. I'm not actually sure where it started.
Someone can correct us in the comments.
But I believe it is. A lot of stations, FM stations, did mandatory Metallica at 9 o'clock at night or whatever time it was. We have a channel that we've done with them several times throughout the last, 15 years or whatever. And I wasn't in charge of the first few incarnations of it, but the last 2 times, my friend Vinny and I have run it, and we're in charge.
Rad.
And so we're fucking doing it the fucking best.
Rad.
Because we love this band so much, but they're giving us so much content right now. And so Metallica, every day, today and every day I have Metallica meetings. I'm interviewing James Hetfield in a couple of days for Sirius XM. And I love James. And he's one person in my life of interviewing anybody where I get fucking nervous. Interviewing James Hetfield.
Yeah.
Out of anybody in the world, people ask me, interviews of your life and all this stuff.
Why do you think that is?
Why?
Do you think it's your fandom, your everything, or do you think it also has a little bit to do with how he portrays himself and his aura?
I think it's fandom and the fact that he's not very accessible.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't do stuff. Like, he doesn't really do stuff.
No,
with
he doesn't.
people. Yeah, like, and so
everyone knows Lars out of the two of them is the guy that goes out and does a lot of the stuff.
And Lars, Rob, and Kirk, I feel so comfortable with. I don't get they're friends.
Right.
I mean, James is a friend too, but the other guys are Jose, you know.
Like, you get James one-on-one sometimes with the cameras off or something like that, I imagine. I mean, I've only talked to him with the cameras off, but like, he's an awesome dude.
Johnny, the first time I ever, not the first time I met James, but the first time that I really met James was 2008 Ozfest, Dallas, Texas. And prior to that, James Hetfield, and this is one of the greatest moments of my entire life. In Rolling Stone magazine, they were doing a one-page interview with James Hetfield. I forgot what the article was called, like What's Now or something. But it's just a quick little Q&A with James Hetfield. It was just a one-page Rolling Stone thing that they did in every issue with the different artists. James Hetfield was in one episode with Jennifer Aniston on the cover of, AC/DC. Sorry, Rolling Stone, AC/DC on the cover. AC/DC on the cover.
I was wondering, I was like, whoa, is Jennifer? I mean,
no, that was GQ. That was something else that happened in my life for magazines. But in Rolling Stone, I got a call in the morning on the bus one time. I was going to New York City from Jersey, and a guy owned a record label called me and said, "Hey, dude, congratulations. You got called out by James Hetfield in Rolling Stone." I was like, "What?
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about? What?" He was like, "I'm reading the article." I was like, "What?" I start hyperventilating. I get to Port Authority in New York City, the train station, train depot, and I fucking run to the first magazine place. I find the Rolling Stone, I get it. I'm waiting in line, and I remember there was a few people in line in front of me, and I'm going through the magazine, and I see the page of James Hetfield, and I fucking see one of the questions is like, "What are you listening to nowadays?" Generic question. Mm-hmm. He said, "There's this one station on Sirius satellite radio, Heart Attack, with this DJ named Jose. And he is like a firecracker of energy and blah, 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 blah." And he was talking about fucking me, dude. Yeah. James fucking Hetfield. I fucking started crying in line at this fucking magazine place. Cool. The people were all like, patting me and like, "Congratulations!" Like, I showed them like the fucking clerk, the Indian clerk.
You're like, "He's talking about me,"
and he was like, "Oh, that's so great!" You know, like everybody was fucking so excited.
And then, how much did he charge you for the magazine?
Oh, I paid full price, but it doesn't matter.
No, the guy could have been like, "Oh, you could have it for free," but he's like, "No."
Months after that, I'm at Ozfest 2008 in Texas. Metallica's headlining, and Metallica throws a barbecue for the staff the night before, and I meet James. And I said, "Hey, what's up? I'm Jose." He was like, "Jose, dude, I love listening to you." I'm like, "What?
You love listening to
what?" Me? And he started, "Dude, it's such an honor. It's so cool to meet you." And I'm like, and I fucking can't breathe, and I'm like fucking freaking out, and he's fucking so excited to meet me, and I'm like, "Thank you, James, for the Rolling Stone shout out, dude. I can't fucking believe it." And he's like, "Dude, no fucking problem." It's like, and then I smoked weed with Kirk Hammett for the first time that night too. I'm like, "What the fuck is happening, dude?" So,
great dudes, man.
Yeah, dude, Metallica. But I want my daughter to marry Ty Trujillo more than anything else in the world.
More than anything.
Almost,
I think that's the third time you said "I love that more than anything" about something different.
That's probably big, dude. I mean, I don't have a son, so if I could have a son, it'd be Ty Trujillo.
Okay.
Yep. And so I love you, Ty. So I mean, he knows that too. Yeah. So, and I tell him, and he knows. I make it very obvious, and it's very awkward with my family.
That's the way to put people together.
I don't think it's working because I think I'm so obvious and so aggressive. Yeah. So I don't think it's working. But
this is the first time we've had this long of a conversation, just the two of you. So I think you missed my sarcasm there. So, but it's okay.
No, I know. I caught it. But I'm still not trying to feel it.
You're trying to hear it because he wants to manifest that.
Yes. Don't fucking stand in my way of my manifestations, Johnny. That won't fucking happen here, dude. Ty, I love you, and just please marry Maya. Chloe and Robert agree. They agree. They love. Like it? They signed the paper 6 years ago. They signed their kid away. I signed and they signed.
Wait, what?
Well, pretend sign. Like we pretend.
I was like, this is some weird shit.
No,
now.
I know, but I've asked them to sign papers, have them marry, but we haven't done it yet because I probably need lawyers and shit. But you know,
You need more than lawyers for that.
no,
I'm just gonna say you cannot sign your children away. To
no,
each other.
yes I can. Damn it, Johnny, shut the fuck up, man. I can.
This
dude.
isn't fucking Aladdin. You're not the fucking sultan.
No, this is a fairy tale. This is my fairy tale, and this is the way it ends. All right. You know, I'm just think for life, man. Family for life, man. I don't have to ask, hey, can I go to your 40th anniversary shows? That's automatically there.
Yeah.
I'm almost there, dude. I'm almost there. Dude, Ty is a handsome fellow, and my daughter's gorgeous. And she has a boyfriend, and he knows that I love him, Ty, more than anybody else in the world.
Wow,
too.
that's
So it's
got
really
that's heavy.
awkward.
Yeah, that's
it's
heavy.
super
Dude, that's a
awkward.
dick move. I'm not even gonna lie.
And I,
It's like if I was your daughter's boyfriend, obviously we're the same age, you know, and like I just have to know that the whole time. I'd be like,
Yeah.
this really fucking
well,
sucks.
and I talk about it every day on the radio too. So, yeah, I mean, but dude, manifestation shit is real, dude. I'm gonna try.
All right.
All right. So Johnny, this is Tequila. This is an extra añejo that we just got for our 20th anniversary from Sebastian and Allie, very dear friends of Melissa and I. And a lot of times when bottles are super fancy, the juice inside is shit.
Right.
Okay.
It's too
you know
gaudy.
that.
Yeah.
So ceramic bottles, all that fancy shit. Usually the juice is not good. So when I got this, I was like, whoa. This is different. This is, beaded, not a ceramic bottle.
Right.
And then we tried it, and then we looked it up, and I was like, oh shit. Like this is hard to get, and this is about $5.60 a bottle.
Oh.
So I'm cracking this open. The last time we had this was my wife and I. So
I feel honored, man. This is fucking awesome.
Yeah, brother. I told you I brought some really good shit for you.
I really appreciate
But I also
that.
want to thank you for having me on Drinks with Johnny, dude. This is fucking really
Dude,
cool. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I was like, what am I gonna do when I go on? So, and I was super
tequila and have a good time.
super last minute with this right here. But
we put this together in a hurry. I forgot to mention that part of it. It was like when we were talking about Bobby getting us together from that thing. That live stream was just a week ago, and I just got your number yesterday and did this.
Yeah, I know.
We just do this together.
Yeah, because you were like, when can I was like, I can do it tomorrow. And you were like, tomorrow's cool. I'm like, I can fucking. And I told Melissa, my wife, and she was like, that's so fucking awesome. and so she's a big fan of A7X too. And
Cheers, Melissa.
Val, M's wife, I had never met her, but she sent Melissa some sunglasses.
Oh, rad.
From,
St. Owen.
Yeah.
That's Val and Michelle, both the twins.
Yes.
Have that. We had them on the show a few months ago.
So cool, dude. Melissa wears those sunglasses all the time.
Right?
She loves them. And so Matt and I always say, oh, Melissa and my wife, they'll get along so well. So I can't, I definitely want her to get in with the girls of A7X and stuff. So I know that they'll get along. So this is a great tequila. I think a really good way to end off our hang here.
Absolutely.
It's a super, super exclusive extra añejo that gives you Panther chub and stuff. So that's good. So coat your glass there, Johnny, too, so you get that nice little smell.
That's really fucking good.
I haven't had this much, dude. I'm telling. This is like one of my.
Well, no, you
first
can't.
taste.
I mean, it's 20th anniversary.
No, this is a special bottle.
For the wife, something you guys do together.
This will be a bottle.
I truly do feel honored that you're sharing this with me.
Thank you, brother. I knew when I pulled this out in front of her, she didn't say anything. She was cool.
She did?
No, she was so cool. She was excited that I was doing this. So when I pulled this out, she was like,
"Oh fuck yeah!"
Like
cool,
she gave me the look, like, yeah.
Like that's good. You do that.
You bring that one, dude. We should do a show from my fucking collection next time too, because there's a lot there, man.
Yeah.
I haven't done this ever in my life on video with anybody.
It's amazing.
So cheers, Johnny.
Cheers, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what better place to do it,
I'm
man?
glad,
What better
dude.
company, right?
I love doing this, man. Talking tequila and metal. Fuck, I can do this forever, man.
And we will. That's the beauty.
You see me,
of it.
I talk 12 hours a day. Fuck, it's fucking crazy, dude.
And where can the people find you again? Where is that?
I'm on social media at Jose Mangin, but I'm on Octane and Liquid Metal every day. I program Liquid Metal, and I built Octane and programmed it for like 7 years, and then my friend Vinny took over. But I am on from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Liquid Metal, and then from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. our California time on Octane.
Right.
So when I came here, I was just finishing my Octane show.
Yeah, I figured that.
When you say come at like 9 o'clock at night, I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's
well,
what
it worked out for me too. Like,
yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I have a busy day. I talk a lot. You know what's been really crazy with this whole crazy shit that's happened? Like everything, it's nuts. You know, and to see what's happening in real life during the pandemic, just everything that's happening politically and just craziness. And then I'm watching the news, and then 1 second later, I'm on the radio. Like, I'm like,
you just have to
how do you address
that's tough.
North America?
How do you address it? Also, like that's the other thing that's another thing that a struggle. I'm learning from doing this podcast. I haven't been doing the talking as long as you have, so I do appreciate your art, and I'm trying to learn it myself. And one thing that I've noticed about it that becomes difficult is understanding that the audience is also listening to you or listening to the music as an escape from a lot of that, right? Yes. So it's like, how do I address it without really addressing it? Because I also don't want to be like, still got to be true to yourself and maybe say a couple things.
That's a very fine, thin line that I walk. And I get so affected by this stuff because I'm a uniter, not a divider.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I see division happening, whatever it is, it hurts, and I know that I have a voice. So I try to use it for uniting and being good and positive.
Right.
You know, amongst the shit, to still be a positive light. And I think during the pandemic and everything that's been happening these last like 2 years, year and a half, every day I'm still on. Mm-hmm. I don't have a day off. I don't get shit. I don't get time off. I don't get time off for insurrections and shit. Like, I don't get any of it. I'm seeing it happen, and then I'm fucking on the radio the next fucking second. So I've tried to be a very positive voice, not be political, but be a unifier.
Right.
And it's hard not to be political sometimes too. Just with and I don't say it on the radio, but on my social posts, you get a little bit more of what I believe in, and then people will just attack me.
Well, that's what's I think everyone has learned about social media is it's just like everything else. You have to be. It's a tool. Don't expect anything different because once everyone has a voice, everyone has a fucking voice.
I mean, dude, my daughters got targeted. Like my family,
brutal.
It's so crazy, dude. Yeah. And the thing that I got the most comments on, except for my 20th anniversary wedding photo, I think that got the most comments of my life. But before that was my vaccine video. Like, oh my God. People went fucking off and fighting and going crazy.
It's because the whole thing became so politicized.
And I was like, guys, like, man. You know, so stuff like that, man. You know, I wore a Black Lives Matter shirt on Instagram, and what the fuck? I heard it
polarizing,
so fucking much. And then my daughter defended something, and she got attacked, and I was like, okay, this is crazy. But I have to be real. I have to be authentic, and I have to be a unifier. Mm-hmm. So that's what I try to do. I don't lead politically. My dad was a politician.
Oh, he was?
Yep.
I don't think that's something we got into.
We didn't.
We'll have to do that next time.
But it's something that I've always felt like a calling for. And I think that what I'm doing is sort of like that. Mm-hmm. As the metal ambassador and being very public and very unifying, I feel like I have that spark in me that I want to do that. Melissa was like, you can't fucking do that. Like, you smoke too much weed and all this shit. But it's like, no, but I want to.
Sneaky suspicion you're going to be able to do that sooner than later.
I know. I just want to do good. I want to be a public figure that does good.
Yeah, not necessarily for the fame or anything like that. Just literally to be
a
unifier, someone who's bringing positivity, not negativity.
Because there's so much negative in the world, and
it's easy to be negative. That's way easier.
It's so easy. But I choose the other path, and I choose to be uber positive. And I feel like I've helped a lot of listeners throughout this whole shit time be happy.
Right.
Because I'm happy amongst the world of shit, and I also point out, like, this music bonds us together. We're taking care of each other.
Right.
Always. Like, we're at a festival and we're all fucking...
And that goes back to the whole entertainment is the escape from that.
Yep.
So keep it the escape. Stop bringing that shit into it in a lot of ways. Like lyrically and stuff, musically, the artist will always do that, of course. But I mean, as that fan base, to me, it's like, but you still love the music. You're still here for that reason. Let's keep it for that reason.
Exactly. So I make it about the music and about us having more in common than we don't.
Right.
And we do. We do. When you break it down, we do have more in common. So I just say the obvious shit. I just say that and I repeat it and I say it again and I say it again and I say it again and I say it again. When someone's coming back home from work, from a hospital, fucking stressed to the bone, and they're listening to me give them a shout out, they feel good.
Right.
Then they feel good about it. Yeah, and I feel good. And so that's how I approach radio in 2021, being on every day, Monday through Friday. Thank God I have fucking Saturday and Sunday off. But being on the radio every day, it's really hard to talk about stuff every day.
Yeah.
Every day. It's not a guest, it's not a theme, it's not what do I say now?
That's the crazy part, because at least here on this show, I bring on people like you or somebody else and we have a conversation. I still couldn't imagine having to just be by myself and just talking to
in air.
I do a little bit of it when you do the intro and outros on the podcast, the audio side I do those, but I do as quickly as I possibly can.
But dude, I've cried, Johnny, on the radio so many times. I'm just talking and I cry. And I cry and you can hear me crying. And it's fucking...
I'm sure that's what the listeners want to hear, though.
I don't know. It's embarrassing.
Maybe, but your fans are probably, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are appreciative of the realness.
Authentic. Mm-hmm. Authentic. That's all I want to be, is 100% authentic. I'm not trying... I don't think before I speak. I don't write notes down before I speak. I don't do anything. I just... And I start talking.
Yeah.
And I don't think, but I know what my message is always, and I know what I'm trying to do. So it's fucking really cool. And I feel like with our music and, with a positive message and, smoking weed and drinking tequila, I feel like that helps the message get across a little easier for some people. So, man, I just try to be super real and try to bring people together. So Tequila does that very easily, and I'm glad that I've had a chance to do that with you here
thank
tonight.
Thank you so much for everything.
Man.
This was fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Cheers.
Man.
Thank you so much for bringing all this delicious tequila and great conversation. Let's do this again sometime, very, very soon. I know we will.
Of course we will. You're going to be in the limo. We're going to do the next part 2 in the limo.
Part 2 in the limo.
In the fucking Pantera limo,
and
man.
We'll discuss how much those different tiers are going to cost me, all right?
Yeah, well, it'll be for charity, dude. So, Johnny, I seen your house. I know what you can do now.
Well, cheers, brother. Thank you for being on the show. Thanks for everyone for watching. We'll catch you guys next time, as always. Cheers.
Fuck yeah.